Welcome back to Riding Bikes in San Diego. We are on 70th, and usually we hang a right on the road we just passed, which is called Saranac. But today I'm riding someplace different, and I want to take you with me. If we keep going on 70th, this is the bike lane that we have. It's a little scraggly. It's a little faded and chipped up, and right alongside all of this traffic that is backed up at Cajon Blvd. One of the reasons why we take Saranac is because it's a quiet back road, and Cajon Blvd does not have bike lanes. So we skip it because it's not very safe. And I say it on this channel often that my only alternative to riding on Montezuma, where there are bike lanes, is University. This is the road we would take if we were using University. So we get a couple of little bike lane sharrows there, we get this little painted bike lane here, but that's only good for the very short block. Then it's gone, and we find ourselves competing with parking and some cones because that person wants to protect their car, and then a painted bike lane starts up again. There's a recycle bin in it, but that's alright. This painted bike lane is going to go for a little while, but not consistently. And again, this is a residential neighborhood, and this is the connection between the road that does not have a bike lane, Cajon Blvd, and a road that does have a bike lane, which is University, although it really only has a bike lane going through the portions of La Mesa. We're going to dump out right at the base that is the split between La Mesa and the city of San Diego, and we'll see how that goes. But as you can see, the bike lane became a dotted line because it's accommodating those who are going to make turns. We're in the door zone the whole time. Luckily, this is a busy time of day, and it says that it's 3:23 in the afternoon, but it's really 4:23. I just haven't updated the time on my camera yet for daylight savings. I'll do that this morning so that we get some accuracy, but it'll take a few days to catch up. We're going along. Luckily, it's afternoon rush hour. People are moving slowly just because there are a lot of people. And that's not a horrible thing. Anything that we could do to slow down traffic, I think, is going to be helpful for all of our safety. Not only me riding a bicycle, but also these drivers who want to get places and want to get there with their cars intact. The way the bike lane consistently becomes a broken line to accommodate those making turns is really off-putting. Hopefully all the drivers around me are going to be patient, because I think that it's fair to say that these drivers are going to dip into these back roads here and go home, and that's a thing that we do. Everyone has to get where they're going. We just want to get there safely. So the line has been dotted for a while, accommodating people who would make right-hand turns, and we are approaching University. The hill gets a little steeper here, and so of course we're going faster. Still in a door zone. I get out of the way there because it looks like a driver is about to get out of a parking spot, but when you get to where you're accelerating the fastest, the bike lane just disappears. All lanes just disappear except for that middle one. And then we get to this area, which leads us right to University. And oh, aren't we so lucky that a bike lane picks up. And for a moment, I'm like, yeah, okay, we're going to be safe again, and everything's going to be okay. But that sense of comfort and security does not last, because the deeper you get into city of San Diego, the more the bike lane just goes away and disappears and vanishes. So here we are. I did a similar ride to this last week when we were coming in from Baltimore, but I wanted to change it up this time. Gives me a little less time on this road, University, but it would have been more time in a bike lane. But I like to give you some variety. I like to try different routes, see how different things feel. And we're going to go on this for another bunch of blocks, and the bike lane is going to pick up again, luckily. And while we ride here, we're just going to think about how we can drive less and ride a bike. Thanks so much for coming with me.